Hi Aries, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly horoscope for the month of September. And this is a huge month because Mars, which rules your sign, is going to station retrograde on September 9th at 28 degrees of Aries, and it stations direct on November 13th at 15 degrees of your sign. Now, Mars is a personal planet and it doesn't retrograde every year. It retrogrades once approximately every 2 years for 2 months. And it's a big deal because it signifies how you get things done, how you take action. It represents your work, your passion, your sexuality, your anger. It represents war and aggression and impatience. It is a very fiery planet, and Mars loves being in your sign, and it loves going ahead full throttle. And now it's slowing down in the sky. And I'm recording this at the end of August, so Mars is already slowing down, and it has started to square all of the planets in Capricorn, which are the planets of restriction, and fall in your house of career and life goals. So we've already been dealing with this energy of frustration and impatience and perhaps passive aggressive energy. Mars is not passive aggressive in your sign. It's very direct and forthright. But now that it's retrograde and it's going to be squaring planets in Saturn, it could feel very blocked. But you want to use this in a very cathartic way to recharge and rest and review your habits. How can you work more efficiently? How can you get things done without depleting yourself? How can you compete to do things you need to do without throwing people aside or fighting with them? How can you do things in a constructive way? And how can you get your goals done? And so it is a great time to review how you take action, how you deal with your anger, how you recharge and get rest. And, Aries loves to work out generally to get things done. It's a very cardinal fire sign. You're the sign of new beginnings, and you are the first sign of the zodiac. So now it's a time to review your patterns, to be more streamlined in your life and to have more balance in every way, because this has been a very demanding year for all of us existentially and in every sense. And so we really all need to reevaluate how we can be more effective with love and passion and balance as much as we're able. So let's get to what's going on for the rest of the month, but that's the headliner, and we'll be working with that all fall, but really, until the beginning of next year, because Mars doesn't exit your sign until January 6th, and it won't clear its shadow till about the 4th of January. So meaning that it clears 28 degrees of Aries. So, for all of us, we're really reassessing how we can move ahead. And we need you to lead us, because you are the pioneer of the zodiac, and you're very, very ambitious and enthusiastic, and we need that, but in a tempered way for the moment, as we all reconsider our choices and try not to bump heads with other people. Try to work as much as we can in harmony. Okay, so we begin the month on September 2nd with a beautiful full moon in Pisces, which occurs at 10 degrees of Pisces in your house of dreams and hidden matters and spirituality. And it forms a beautiful sextile to Uranus, which is the planet of innovation and ingenuity. And Uranus falls in your house of self-worth and creativity. This could be a very good aspect for creating financial opportunities, for manifesting your dreams. Perhaps some things come to completion, also getting rest and meditating and manifesting and focusing on Neptunian type things that 12th house matters include: rest, dreaming, meditation, and yoga, anything that helps you to relax. On September 5th, Mercury, the planet of communication, exits the sign of Virgo and enters Libra, which is your opposite sign. And it is transiting in your house of partnerships and relationships until September 27th, when it enters Scorpio and enters your 8th house of wounds and joint resources and investments. But for now, Mercury will be transiting in your house of relationships. So it's excellent energy for partnering with others, reflecting on how you partner with yourself, for doing business, particularly with people from the past, because Mars, again, will be retrograde this month. We already feel the buildup. We've been feeling the buildup really all summer, but particularly the end of August and early September before Mars officially retrogrades. And when Mars is retrograde, it's not the best time to launch new things. It's better to return to old projects and things you've already begun. So with that said, Mercury transiting in your house of relationships makes it good for partnering with others and coming up with negotiations, even though the Mars energy is strong. On September 6th, Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty, enters your house of romance and creativity and love affairs and children. Venus will be in the sign of Leo from September 6th until October 2nd. And that's a beautiful energy for you for having some fun, perhaps with Venus in your house of romance and Mercury in your house of relationships. This might be a good time for developing a relationship that you've started. Maybe you've been talking to somebody. It might be a good time for reconnecting with somebody. Often when Mars retrogrades, it does bring back old lovers or people from your past, especially when it's the ruler of your sign, as it is for you. And it's good for having some fun with Venus in your house of romance until the beginning of October. And that helps with all of this stressful energy with Mars retrograde, because you will be in a cosmic pause. You will be reevaluating a lot of your choices, and you will feel at times blocked and angry with Mars retrograde. So it's good to have these balances that help to offset that energy. And on September 9th, Mars officially retrogrades in your first house of self and how you move ahead, so you're reassessing. On September 12th, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, stations retrograde at 17 degrees of Capricorn. It's the top of your chart in the house of career and life goals. And that is a nice aspect, because Jupiter is how we expand and how we magnetize opportunities. But again, you're still in a time of reevaluation and contemplation. So that helps. That is a shift in the energy. And then on September 17th, there is a new moon that takes place at 25 degrees of Virgo. And this new moon takes place in your house of daily routine and habits and health and your regimen. So this is an excellent time for you to set intentions and take new steps to, again, balance out your habits in terms of, are you getting enough rest? Are you eating well? Are you exercising enough? Are you taking enough time for self-care? This new moon is an excellent time for launching intentions in those areas of life, okay, in that area of health and wellness. And on September 22nd, we have the spring equinox, and the sun enters the sign of Libra and will be transiting in your house of partnerships until October 22nd. So that's also nice for partnering with others. The sun shines in whatever house it's transiting, so that's helpful in this energy. And on the 28th of September, Venus in Leo in your house of love affairs makes a beautiful trine to Mars in your house of self. And that's a really nice energy for creativity and romance and fun. And that's a date to target for dates and creative and financial projects. And on the 29th of September, Saturn, the ruler of the sign of Capricorn, which has been in Capricorn since December 20th of 2017, stations direct in your house of career and life goals. And now we have Jupiter and Saturn direct. We feel that energy 5 days before and 5 days after. And Saturn really is the forerunner of the year, ruling the stellium of planets in Capricorn that began the year and altered the year and the decade for all of us of death and rebirth and reconstruction and metamorphosis. And Mercury also will be at the end of the month exiting the sign of Libra on September 27th, as I had mentioned earlier, and entering the sign of Scorpio, and it'll be transiting in your house of joint resources and finances, and also good for doing inner healing work and working on wounds that Mars retrograde might trigger and bring up. So I wish you all a lot of luck. It's going to be an intense fall, but you need to get rest and recharge because there's a lot ahead in the next few months and getting prepared for 2021. So thank you very much, Aries. Help lead us all in this Mars retrograde journey, and take care.